but you said that there are more boys being sexually abused, right, than girls. Is that what you? Or
No, with the sexting, it's more often boys are
S-
victims because they're impulsive and they're sending nude images of themselves. They're easy marks.
they're easy marks. But are
But
you noticing it's more for boys? Because I'm trying to think like, why are there more male predators? Could it be because does this go back to that learned behavior? Like they're,
I don't know. I think
you
I do
know,
feel like it's
start thinking.
I think it's genetic in the sense that the power role,
Mm-hmm.
it's the people who are predators usually have power, whether it's physical power,
Yeah.
size, whatever. Usually it's obviously age, right? If you have an adult and a
Yeah.
child, like
Yeah. They
there's huge
attack more
disparity. Yeah.
vulnerability.
So, but I just feel like just in terms of men, violence, and this type of stuff, and maybe the sexual violence and stuff. I think it's just skews towards
Yeah.
the Y chromosome than the X apparently. But yeah, so yeah, women in their what's interesting is the thing that I noticed is that almost all the women in the jail that I talked to or I knew anything about were have been abused, usually in
Yeah.
relationships. So there's a
Yeah.
lot of trauma there, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and they're typically not there because of like they're not involved in a lot of violence, right? It's
Yeah.
usually others,
Yeah.
usually
Yeah.
drug related or something else.
That's interesting. What's one advice you would give parents?
Mm. Well, one, I would
Or
say,
a few,
well, maybe
but one
yeah,
important
one
one.
important. I would say, take time to spend time with your child and talk to them. Put your phone away. Every time you're hanging out with your kid, even if you're just sitting next to them watching the ball game or watching a movie and something, don't have your phone out because what you're signaling to your child is that the phone's more important than the time that you're spending with them. And then I would be very intentional about just talking to your kid and wanting and just aiming to kind of understand what's going on with them. The more you do that, the more likely your child is going to share things with you, share their struggles with you, come to you for help. If they know that you're a safe person. And
Mm-hmm.
you may have to be explicit about it. I told my boys, like I said earlier, if you have a problem and you come to me, I'm making you a promise. I'm not going to flip out on you. I'm not going to judge you. I'm not going to berate you, whatever. I'm going to help you. I'm not going to take your phone away. I'm going to listen to you. And if they know that you're good to your word and they'll challenge you, like they'll do something and
Yes.
later you're going to have to like prove it. I have boys now that come and talk to me and actually in their college. And sometimes they tell me things that actually I don't even want to know. Like they tell me things I would never have told my dad, but I'm so grateful that they feel
Yes.
they can
You've
do
done
that.
something right.
I think maybe that's the biggest one. The next one is I would say create accountability for your child. And you can only do that by your child knowing that there's consequences for them.
Mm.
So if you're giving your child a phone, you know, put our pact on their phone. They need to know that there's something on there that's monitoring them or that you're monitoring, so they'll pump the brakes.
Okay.
Check in with them.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, I have lots of suggestions on my website.
I'll link everything.
Yeah, the book
I'll link
is
everything.
helpful. I actually have a video series. It's like my master class of internet safety for families,
Mm-hmm.
and so a parent can work through the different modules. And I talk, great detail about sexting, a lot about how to talk about pornography. Everything it is about how to talk to your kid about it,
Yeah.
and be patient, because
Yeah. Be a listener,
be
right?
don't roll in there. Like after parents come to my talk, I tell them like, don't go home and just go nuts on your kid. We're taking this away. We're doing this. Like take
The bulldozer parent.
yes,
Yeah.
just take little bites. Like if you want this much, go do 25% of it.
Yeah.
And incrementally try to do things where you get wins.
Yeah. And they
Right?
also have to be age appropriate too.
Yeah, of course.
You can't like take away a 18-year-old's phone and like, I don't know. I think that punishment also or consequences, positive or negative, have to be appropriate with age.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Or else it doesn't make sense. They're going to fight you on it.
Yeah. And your child should not get a consequence without knowing up front what's at stake.
Mm-hmm.
Don't just get emotional and spring something crazy on them. I'm taking that away for the rest of your life.
No. That's going to build so much resentment. That's a chaotic thing to do.
Yeah, and you can't follow through.
No.
Because you know, if your kid knows if I just wait it out long enough, my parent
Yeah.
will cave.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much. It was such an honor to have you on, and I love the work you're doing. And please don't ever stop spreading the message and teaching parents and helping kids. I
Thank you.
appreciate you.
I appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you.